Hey everyone, look what I found. Looks like UWELL has a new device coming out called the AGELOS or the AGELOS. Anyway, what it looks like is a Nord X or possibly a Vinci type of model, at least in that form factor. But as you see, it's a little bit of a break from any of the devices that UWELL has made before. And it's interesting to say the least. Colors that are going to be available, you got your primaries and black and gray, pretty standard. No paint drips, that's good, right? No removable panels that tell you to keep on keeping on. Specs here, looks like it's got a 5 to 60 watt wattage range, 3.5 milliliter juice capacity, which is good. Not great, but good. Looks like it's made out of aluminum alloy and has a 1500 milliamp hour battery. And the coil specs are a zero point 0.8 ohm coil and then a 0.23 UN2 meshed H coil. You'll note that the Caliburn G is a zero point 0.8 ohm UN2 meshed G coil. All right, so it looks like it's an update to that. Type C charging, good, fantastic. Big problem though. Where is it? It's on the bottom. Come on, you all. You all knows better than that, right? Than to put the charging port down on the bottom there. Yuck. Big pain in the butt. Come on, just put it up at the top. Put it right above or right below that logo right there. It would just work so much better. Then you could just stand it up instead of have to lay it down. Power eco improved image quality. Don't quite understand exactly what that's saying, but it's got an it's got an OLED ring. Uh, man, sometimes like this English stuff is just funny, but um, you know, anyway, it's got a high def display. Shows there volts. It looks like it reads the coil resistance. Looks like there's a timer for your puff and then a puff counter. Realistically, I don't think you'll be able to see the time at all while you're vaping on it, but I don't know, maybe. Let's see. So, yeah, here it talks about the puff counter. Puff counters are kind of cool. I mean, they're a bit gimmicky, um, but ultimately, I've kind of found myself using the V through puff counter in the past week or so. Looking at that just so I have an idea to tell you guys, like my subscribers and my commenters, how much I've actually used the device in any given day or any given week. Um, so you can kind of verify the authenticity of my claims, right? And then I also do know that I've had some commenters discussing that they're trying to quit vaping or at least cut down. So having a puff counter can help with that, right? As they say here, gradually get rid of smoking, but also gradually get rid of vaping. Okay. I think ultimately we'd all love not to be tethered to some kind of nicotine device, right? Free to enjoy direct to lung and mouth to lung. So it looks like they have an airflow ring that's adjustable by 90 degrees, and looks like they kind of tell you which way to go, either minimum or maximum. And I don't know. I mean, it looks like I feel like I've seen these types of airflow rings before. I think we all have. It's maybe a little bit different than its competitors, so I'm interested in seeing how it works out. I do know that UL, especially with the Coco the Coco Prime, and I mean we can even talk about all of the Caliburns, right? they've done a very, very good job with airflow, right? Like just figuring out what people like. So, uh, giving us the ability to adjust it a little bit more, positive, right? It's a good thing. Here's a little bit of a look at the replaceable coils, saying that they are going to be Pro-Focs or Pro-Focs, Pro-Focs flavor testing tech, right? Um, that we see in the Valerian and Caliburn products, right? That 0.23 ohm UN2 meshed H coil. Looks like it's going to be your direct lung coil. And the tighter zero point 0.8 ohm coil. Okay. Just remember, guys, UL says vapor with better smell. Easy to remove mouthpiece. It looks like a cross between the Nordex mouthpiece and also the Caliburn G. Hopefully these things are not going to break. There is another picture of it, like right here. It looks pretty thick, so I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt. They figured that one out. But here's another interesting thing. It says it's got patented self-cleaning technology to reduce leakage. So essentially what it's going to do is recycle um, condensation so it can be vaped later, right? I don't know technically what that would do. I'm sure there's guys like, Phil Basardo or yeah, I mean, maybe even like Vaporettes could chime in on those types of things or that type of thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if you lose nicotine if you eh, we'll have to see. But either way, it's interesting. It claims that the condensation is gonna drip back into the coil or into the pod, whatever, right? And then be reused, and it's not gonna leak if it's left, right? So pretty interesting. But anyway, guys, that's the last little photo that I have here. Please comment, subscribe to the channel if you like my videos. I'd also like to just see what you think about this device. I mean, is it a little bit of like new device overload going on here? One thing that I wish it did have was an auto draw. It doesn't mention anything about that. Overall, you know, just looking at it, maybe I wish it had a little bit of a bigger battery or a replaceable 18650. But that's a common problem that a bunch of people have with this form factor, and integrated batteries, uh, tend to be placed into them. And then also maybe I'd like to see um, some kind of like, yeah, I mean, a new place for that Type C charger. But overall, guys, I mean, this is the UL Agelos or Eglos, Eglos, Eglos. Maybe it's the Eglos. Is it the Reglos? R in there? Can't really tell. No, that's an A. Anyway, here we go, guys. It's almost 3 a.m. I was just up looking at sites and I found this. So, um, again, please let me see what you think about it. I don't know if I'm going to be a buyer on it. I feel like I've seen this kind of device before, but they're probably going to pull me in because it's going to taste delicious. It's going to be versatile. But we'll just have to see. All right, guys. Have a good night.